Aloha Fancy Fish, my name is Jarrett, and today I'm going to be reviewing Ksenia Anske's IRKADURA. Anske? Anske? Ansk. No idea how to pronounce that. Let's just position that on my bookshelf here. Don't you like my great background? Admittedly, I'm trying to find a way to film with some books in the back so that I can bring in that intense, sweet viewership, but for now you're just gonna have to deal with my messy bed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying because I just said it and it wasn't like a metaphor or anything. Was I not clear? IRKADURA is the story of young Irina, or Irka as she's often known in the book. IRKADURA is the story of Irka, a young girl who is the victim of rape from her stepfather. Due to his abuse, she eventually leaves home and decides to join a performing group. Things are more difficult than they first appear though. She is homeless and she's also mute. As such, communication is very hard, and it's one of the highlights of the book. I was skeptical at first when I found out the character was a mute, and I thought that it maybe would get tiresome and lead to some one-sided development of characters, but it actually works very well in this book. Because she's a mute, some people open up to her in ways they wouldn't to other people, and I thought that was really cool. She's also a very feisty character, though she doesn't verbalize it. You get to hear her thoughts a lot through this book, and you get to really know Irka, and I think that is probably my favorite part of this book. The other characters in the book are all extremely well developed as well, but I'm not going to really go into them as that will be spoiler territory, and I'm trying to stay clear of that. The writing style itself was very well done, and something I haven't really seen before. The book is told in past tense for the most part, except when something traumatic happens. During these traumatic incidents, the story will switch to a metaphorical viewpoint that's all in present tense. Everyone is described as an animal, and it allows Ksenia to really dive into these characters and situations that are extremely graphic in nature without actually being graphic. It also works as a way of showing Irka's detachment from those situations. It's a coping mechanism, and a very effective one at that. It does, however, lead to her sometimes viewing people as less than people. Irka is a very flawed character, and because of that, her story is so intriguing. The plot of the book is really Irka coming to terms with what her stepfather did to her and the events of her past and how she will deal with those. Throughout the book, she's vowing to kill him, and I thought that was a pretty dark place for her to go. Now, if this book sounds dark, it's because it is. I haven't even gone into the half of it, but this book is basically a journey through despair. It's a book that's really stuck with me, and because of that, and how effective it is, and how much it affected me, I do recommend this to anyone who thinks they can stomach it. Keep in mind, though, that this book will not be for everyone, and it could have a lot of triggers in it, so if you are triggered by subjects such as rape, steer clear. Finally, I just really want to talk about the author herself. She is an extremely giving person, and she gives away all her books for free, so you can actually go and read this free for now. I would highly recommend buying a copy, not only to support her, but just because this is a book you're going to want to keep. It's a book that will stick with you. It'll grab hold and never let go. I read this book half a year ago, and it's still the book in my mind that is the clearest and the one that has really made the biggest impact on me. I made a blog post about this actually in 2014 where I claim this is the most important book I read last year, and that still holds true today. This is one of the most important books I have ever read in my entire life, and as such, I just cannot recommend it highly enough. Anyway, thank you for watching my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a comment down below, or if you have any suggestions for future reviews that I can sort of tweak my formula to see what works best, I would love to hear them. That's all I have for today, so stay fancy, hasta la pasta, and I will see you guys with new videos soon. Take care out there.